Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I have yet another flip through of a fashion themed, a beauty themed junk journal in the same style as the two last ones I created. So this one is a custom order from a friend to a friend. So she intends to gift this journal to a dear friend of hers. So she wanted it to be centered around her friend's interests, which are perfumes and jewelry mainly. I have created the exact same structure as the two last ones. Book that I got it, and I reinforced it with some bookbinding tape. So I reinforced the spine and I covered it with this gorgeous fabric, which is French and some very old cotton. And actually this was the last piece that I was able to create a journal of. I have some scraps left, but I have not enough to create a cover base with it. So this will be the very last one, which looks like this. I'd like to mention before I start flipping through the book that I have one more spot available for a custom order of this style. So that means that I can create the same type of journal with a hardcover, 5 signatures, and lots of fashion, beauty, perfume, designers, jewelry, whatever you want me to center the book around. So I can create one more using a different fabric, as I mentioned, and different lace, but that would be the same style and inside the same types of layout and papers and stuff like that. So I hope you will enjoy this flip through. I decided to use this. It was from a gift I gifted my father. Like every Christmas he has a shirt from this brand, which it's an old brand. I don't know from which country it is from. I guess it's French, but yeah, he gets his annual shirt, and so I just love. It's a bit high end, so I like to keep the packaging because, yeah, he doesn't use it when it's opened, and I like the blue contrasting with the pretty colors of this fabric. So that's just, I mean, it's removable and replaceable. If she doesn't like it, she can just remove it. When you open it up, sorry. So I just covered the inside with some beautiful scrapbooking paper. So lots of florals throughout and lots of pretty pages to write on. I tried to find some nice textured and nice designers papers to include in this journal. It is still mainly a writing journal with lots of images and magazine pages for inspiration. So I did this. It's just a pocket made out of a handmade paper, and so inside, this is a box from La Petite Robe Noire Guerlain perfume. So it was a Christmas edition box, I guess. I got it. I bought a while back at a flea market a box with some empty perfume. I thought I would do something about like with them, but so far I've just sent one to Maria. So I'm trying to use up the things that I bought, and this was the packaging was in the box, so I just added this, and there's like a little spot here you can place a card, and I love that there's like glitters. And then we have just a card here that says table of content. And so you have, because it's also about jewelry, You know, you have in high-end like designers jewelry, they use a lot of stones, like precious stones, and so here is like sapphire. And yeah, just a little bottle. This is inspired by Maria for sure. There's this this is just a journaling card, and I thought it went well with the theme because you have the perfume and you have also the pen with the book, so you can write about your perfume collection and stuff like that. So this is what is kept inside this front pocket. And on this page, the first page, is some beautiful antique script paper that was taken from I think it's a mechanical lesson book. Anyways, I did a little bit of collage to add some interest, as always, and we have a piece of an antique postcard album, and I took this gorgeous fashion photograph. I just love it. It has the flowers and the bright colors, and I just think it complements well this layout here. So the first page have some ephemera that you can rip, for example, and just like tear and and collage with throughout the book. A little journaling space here. This is from your creative studio, and I used a few of her pieces inside this book as well. Magazine page, and it features the Chanel number 5, so I thought it was fitting to put this description of the perfume. So this is just a magazine clipping, like a cutout, and it says, like, it has all the info about, oh, sorry about that, about the perfume. So for example, well, you have the brand, it's Chanel, obviously, the creation, who created it, the date of creation, which was 1921, and like the family of scent. So I thought that was quite interesting. And everything is written in French because it's taken from French magazines. So I guess she could use Google Translate. Here she can create a nice layout with her greens. We have this handmade paper and just a pretty designer paper with florals and birds. She can create a tuck spot. She could write on the back. I mean, there's many possibilities, and I tried to leave as much space as possible for the future owner to really make whatever she wants in the journal. But I did try to section, to divide, I mean, the journal, because it has 5 signatures. There are 2 which are really centered around the perfume, and then there's the middle one which kind of mix both, and then we move on to the jewelry part. But again, nothing is really put in a way that she cannot move around the stuff. And yeah, so here we have, this is I've made some clusters for her to use. So this one says Histoire, history, so if she wants to write a little bit of history of her favorite perfume, or maybe of this Guerlain Eau de Cologne Impériale. So we have this pretty illustration. It's a journaling card, and yeah, everything is removable. And I put in this folder. It's a really simple folder that I just stitched this beautiful image of Redoute flowers and added a piece of fabric to make it a little prettier. But inside, I've tucked this. This is a vintage gem paper bag, and inside I've just tucked a few of these clusters that I've made using some of the perfume names that I've collected, and some she can use. I mean, they don't have to be so specific to the brand and the name of the perfume. So, you know, here it says Eau de Cologne. There are many Eau de Cologne out there, so she could create a page centered around what she has in her collection that is labeled Eau de Cologne. And then you have these. She can be creative with those and just tuck them, create tuck spots on just titles for her pages. So these are made out of scraps from my collages. Next we have this. So the customer said that her friend's favorite perfume were the Guerlain ones. So I included this Shalimar description and this gorgeous image. I think it's so beautiful. There are some other perfumes on the back, including Dior and Chanel, but this is really, yeah, this is the prettier image that I wanted to showcase here. And oh, and I forgot to mention, but I've put some nice papers. This one has some shimmer to it. And we have some music sheet, and I just added this piece for journaling. A journaling card, handmade, with a beautiful magazine illustration. And I also used some of the vintage envelopes that I have in my collection, and just just glued them down to create pockets. And yeah, a piece from your creative studio, great for collaging. This is kind of fun. It has like a double pocket here with the same scrapbooking paper. Very pretty and romantic. I made 2 journaling cards. And then we have a sticker from that John Darien sticker book. Your creative studio pieces for collaging and writing on the back if she wants to. This is a vintage envelope in which I tucked this pretty this pretty image of a beauty counter, kind of. And I don't know, I just like, it has a nostalgic vibe to it, and I think maybe she will enjoy that. And so this envelope is also a belly band, so we have a piece of stationery here. And vintage Guerlain ads, and I just put some you know, post-it notes just so she knows where it comes from and the date. This one was taken from La Revue Française, which is a 50s 1954 magazine issue. So, and of course she can remove every single piece in this journal and put it somewhere else. There's a lot of writing space to take notes, to write about the history of the perfume if she wants to. These are just washi taped journaling cards, and on the back you have some floral images. And this is just a tuck spot, and I just put this journaling card of a woman picking flowers. This is the other side of this pretty handmade paper. You have some, like a label here, and this is the last page of the first signature. Just a bottle of perfume that I cut out, and this is the second signature. This one is also dedicated to perfume mainly. So we have this beautiful, this is a designer paper. I don't remember which pad it was, but decided to use up some of these beautiful floral scrapbooking paper. And I made this frame using some handmade paper, and I don't know if you can see, but there are some gold speckles. I don't remember from which seller I got this one. I think the seller is Beastie's Botanicals, but I'm not sure, and if it is, then she's on Etsy. And I just attached it with some brad. It's not glued, so she can slide something on the back, and I just put this beautiful, it's a nice quality stationery piece from Maria. And actually this frame was meant for the future owner to kind of highlight some of her favorite perfume bottles, or maybe something completely different. but yeah, that was the purpose to put a picture in the middle. So to hide the brads on the back, I mask taped it so it won't damage the documents or the stuff you put into the belly bands. And I just added these belly bands, I guess. And so you can slide things in and out. And I did some fussy cutting of perfume bottles taken from different magazines. And I thought it would be like, I tried to cut out different shaped bottles, and yeah, I thought maybe she could be inspired to create her own bottle of perfume using those shapes. Why not? And then she can also use them in her collages or in her researches, maybe. This is a photograph of Dior perfume that I really liked, so I bound it into the journal. And this one is a textured paper. You cannot see it, but it's pretty cream colored textured paper. Book stickers and just some journaling cards. This one is handmade with this pretty photograph. And then we have an index card. This is the first, because I wanted to divide this book into two main theme, which are, well, the perfume and the jewelry section. I thought I would include some handmade divider. So this one is kind of a cardstock, and it was part of a cover, the cover of a magazine, and it says Ultra Perfume Parfum. So that can be backed and maybe stick down so that this part stick out on the side. Why not? And so this one is for the perfume, and I just want to show you quickly the jewelry one, which is longer, but it says tu and bijou, which means jewelry in French. So yeah, that's just an idea. And sorry, we have another advertisement page from a French 1950 Plaisir de France magazine. So I really like the florals here. Some of this 1939 ledger paper. A Gucci photograph, perfume photograph, and I just added some labels cut out from, you know, scrap pieces of scrapbooking paper and other types of paper. Little cards, and this layout, I just washi taped this pretty journaling card. There are a few stickers here, and then we have some Chanel info cards, Coromandel, and a few illustrations of beautiful bottle of perfumes. And I just stapled some notepads papers to write notes. Washi taped some journaling card, and this I just clipped because I really liked the font that was used in this magazine page, and I thought maybe she could tear some of these pieces, like tear some of this page into pieces and create some collages with it. And then we have a modern Caron perfume advertising. Some a stationery set with florals. This one is a 1970 magazine advertisement page for Hermès perfume. Journaling card. I really like this photograph because you can see your perfume bottles here and then a jewelry piece. So I thought it was quite fitting. And then we have a pocket here, and I just added this card that could be some perfume scents, so berries, fruits. And then we come to the second signature. Lots of journaling cards and space to write, and some collaging pieces. Because there are five signatures, and I wanted two of each being focused on one of the two themes. The middle section is kind of a mix of both. So you see, for example, well, we start with the perfume and the jewelry here, and again this shimmery paper. This is just a clipping. I really liked the image. I thought she was really pretty, and she's wearing a whole set of Bulgari jewelry. This collection is called Serpentine because it has a snake shape. And yeah, I just wrote the description of the jewelry. It's rose gold with like mother of pearl elements and diamonds. Ledger page. This page was quite interesting. I like the poppy background, like the drawing. Then you have those fashion elements, and on the back you have your you have some jewelry, and you can see the description. Here you have a Dior earrings, and then like this crown is from Chaumet, and then the necklace from Graf. Another pretty scrapbooking paper. It has a perfume, well, not on this side, but on the other side. It also had a perfume bottle. Collaging piece from an 19th century notary deed. And then I made this really simple journaling card out of this image that I thought was really nice. It's a Chanel earring, and it's just displayed on this shell, and I thought it was really pretty. Other images, cutouts. Here we have a pocket with a journaling card, some vintage French script, like documents, and here I put this one in the middle of this particular signature because it says first bijou sublime. So first, it's a jewelry, a gorgeous jewelry, but then it's also a perfume. So yeah, and here we have a 1954 vintage advertisement for the jewelry collection from Cartier, and on the other side you have an old ad for Lancôme perfume. Journaling card. Here we have a belly band with a handmade journaling card again, and you have a little piece of paper that says La vie est belle. Oh, quite snug. Journaling card, and then some pieces to write on as well. There's a piece of 1879 ledger book, and I just thought she could collage with it, along with the die cut. And this page I really like. It pictures Elizabeth Taylor with lots of jewelry, so mainly snake-shaped bracelets, but also watches and like, yeah, her necklace and stuff. But I thought it was really pretty, so I wanted to include that. And then we come to the jewelry section. So we have this beautiful handmade paper with these embossed golden pieces, and the divider that I talked about that can be stuck onto a page or just, you know, be moved around. Another journaling card. Then we have these beautiful labels that I printed onto some textured paper, and these are designed by Maria at J'adore le papier. You can find them in her Etsy shop. There's a little tuck spot with this envelope, inside a journaling card, some little notes, and then I made this little paper bag, and inside I added some vintage French perfume labels. So I don't have much left in my collection, but I added those that I had. Diamond ring here. You have the name of the photograph and the collection right here. There are these little fussy cutout of jewelry, and so you have some watches, some some bracelets, and yeah, all sorts of beautiful pieces. I left this piece here with the description so that maybe she can guess which one is which. Another layout here, we have two pockets made out of this beautiful scrapbooking paper, and I created these little journaling card. This one is in a Polaroid style, and you have your Audrey Hepburn book with the earrings, the diamond earrings, and then your perfume that goes with it. Here I clipped one photograph that I thought was really pretty and interesting, the way it was, it's presented, like it's just displayed for the advertising. And it is a Cartier necklace. It's called the Pink Flamel. It's white gold with some sort of stone, morganite. I have no idea how to say that in English, but some precious stone and diamonds, like brown and white diamonds. And on the other side you have some Dior collection called Handmade journaling card. This is a dried rose, little piece of collage bits from your creative studio. And here I included some clippings from a 1950 magazine, jewelry pieces with a description on top. This page I love. I know it's really simple, but there was this huge sapphire. I think it was a ring or something, onto 2 pages of a magazine, and I just cut it, like half of it out, and I included down to this manuscript page, and I think it's really nice. This is the other side of Maria's labels. And coming to the last signature, I did another of these handmade paper frame attached with brads, and this one was made by Art Alalai Nadia on Instagram, and she was also embossed it. Behind I tucked some note papers, and I did the same. I did 2 belly bands so you can slide things in and out, and also added these labels. You can label things here or add titles. And inside this we have some inspiration for your jewelry. So lots of cutouts, like images of beautiful jewelry, B for bijou. And yeah, she can create ephemera with these as well, which I love. It's taken from the 100th anniversary of the French-ish Vogue issue, sorry. But it's taken from that magazine, and yeah, it says bijou again. This photograph was taken in 1981, so we love the big hair, the big jewelry. I thought it was quite fun to include that. And actually the 100th anniversary of the French Vogue magazine, the edition was issued in 2021. This is actually some clips from TV advertising for perfumes. And we have a label here, some pretty scrapbooking paper, and this I thought was quite interesting if she likes to check out the different stones in jewelry. This is just a table that shows the different colors of the sapphire, so I thought that was really nice. I didn't know it had so many colors actually, but yeah, I thought it was a nice addition. And here we have another necklace. This one is pearl, and on the other side we have gold. some ledger paper. This was emerald themed section of the magazine, and I just love the bright colors. Again, that can be fussy cut out and collaged like I did with the sapphire piece if she likes it. Some stationery piece and some goodies inside the envelope for writing, and yeah, some various tags and stuff. This is another page from the Vogue, the 2021 French Vogue issue, and I just thought it was really fun and unusual. This is a Cartier bracelet. This is one of John Berrien's stickers. 1950 Plaisir de France magazine jewelry advertising page from Mauboussin. And the last belly band with some tags that she can further embellish. And that's the end of the journal. So I hope, I mean, you can make it stick out if well, she can make it stick out if she wants to, but it can also be put inside and not be seen on the side. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this third book. I will, because the customer asked to add some vintage advertising of different things, and of course I couldn't fit everything in here, so I made this little folder, and inside we have plenty of pages that was meant for the future owner, and we have a selection of additional advertisement from the 1950 Plaisir de France magazine that I was using. So for example, we have the Lancôme and some various perfume, and also fashion related advertising, watches, beautiful watches, and yeah, some beauty stuff, fashion. And then we have a section that that is taken from a 1990 perfume advertisement book, the one I showed you in my previous video actually. And again, I took a selection of the page that I thought she might like, so she will have all these advertisement, and then I also made a special little bundle of Guerlain perfume advertisement, because I know it's her favorite perfume brand, and you have several of Guerlain collection. And then I tried to find some Dior related looks and advertising page. So here on these sides of the page you have some Dior looks from various magazines, and this is from a 1970 Dior bathing suit collection. And then we have accessories. These are Dior boots and bag, watch, and some random advertisement. And then we have this J'adore perfume ads. So I hope both the customer and the future owner will love this journal and the additional ephemera. If you're interested in the custom order or just want some additional information about it, just send me a DM and I will gladly talk with you. So yeah, I thank you so much if you've made it to the end of this flip through, and I will see you on my next one for I'll call it a design team project for your creative studio, but it will be another junk journal flip through. So yeah, in the meantime, I hope you have a great week, and thank you so much for watching and being with me. Have a great day. Bye guys.